taking a video?
Yep.
Oh, I was posing for a picture.
So we're starting off today with breakfast at First Watch. I haven't been here in forever, but
I've never been here.
going with this cutie, so it'll be good. We got a really nice seat actually. It's warm because of the sun and it's like freezing outside, so we'll catch you guys after breakfast. Yeah, sure. Cool, good enough. So that's how I take a thumbnail, is I just grab a screen grab from, she got blueberry pancakes. This is $1 million bacon. It's like super fancy bacon. She got a frittata and what looks like salad, and then I got French toast. And then the funny thing is that half the words on this menu we couldn't read, and then that's like a syrup that's made out of fruit or something like that. I don't really know. I was confused by the menu, but we're gonna eat and it should be good. All right, so we're back from lunch or breakfast, whatever it was. Now we're walking back to our dorm. We're gonna play Pandemic. It's gonna be fun. It's cold out here. It is really cold. But yeah, so we're walking back to our dorm and then we're gonna play Pandemic, so I'll see you guys then. Breakfast was good. How'd you like breakfast?
Delicious.
It was really good. A little fancy, really fancy. Like half the stuff we couldn't read just because we didn't know what it was, but it was good. So I'll see you guys when we get into our dorm. Alrighty guys, I am headed home. It was fun. We ended up playing some Minecraft and then we played Pandemic. If you don't know what Pandemic is, it's basically a survival game. Not a survival game. Give me a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Had to load my book bag in my car and didn't want to drop it because my laptop is in there. Pandemic is a board game where your job is to cure diseases, and it's a very strategic-based, team-based game. Very difficult to win. Very difficult. There's a lot of ways to lose and not a lot of ways to win, but it's a very fun game. So I'm gonna head home and I'll see you guys once I get home. Oh my gosh! Also, apologies for the vlog being so short yesterday. I thought I vlogged a lot more, but just couldn't seem to find the videos. So, see you guys at home. Alright guys, so I made it home, and if you guys don't know, I'm a nerd. I know, crazy concept here. But basically, I love playing D&D. It's probably one of my favorite things that I've learned how to play. Glad I, was taught by my friends. Because it is such a fun thing to play. If you guys ever have a chance to play D&D, I highly recommend it. You might not think you like it, but I bet you if you like pretty much any type of video game, I guarantee you can find a D&D campaign that you would enjoy. But I bought some more stuff for my D&D experience. And again, none of these things are really necessary because if you really are on a tight budget but still want to play D&D, there's plenty of free things online. But I bought another set of little icons. These ones are slightly different than the ones I already have. I don't know if I've shown those. I will show you guys when I get back up to Akron because that's where they are. And then I got a big D20. Because this is the main dice you roll if you guys don't know, and I wanted a big one. This one is just big enough to be comical, but also still be somewhat practical. It's not going to be obnoxious to pull out, but it's still pretty funny. And then I got a mystery monster box, so I'm going to open this up and see what mystery monsters I got, because it'll be pretty cool. So let's pop this baby open here. Little unboxing video here. Seems like that's all I've done recently. I need my knife to cut off the tape. But what I'm going to do for the rest of the night is I'm going to be looking at some just nerd stuff related to D&D because that's basically what I like to do. Because D&D is something that I really enjoy. And yeah. And if you think you have friends that would enjoy to play D&D and you want to play D&D with them, but they live somewhere else, I highly recommend Roll20. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a free online D&D campaign manager. Or literally just sit and Skype with them, and you guys can play that way. It really does not matter. You don't need anything super fancy. to play with your friends. I promise you that. So, ooh, I see something that flies. That's cool. But yeah, so there's 44 different of these monster collectibles here, and this one has, 4 out of the 44. So I will see what they are. Looks like we got, what is this guy here? It says on the bottom what they are. A Sahuagin, I don't really know. It's like an underwater trident creature, which looks really cool. I will flip the camera here in a second to show you guys what they actually look like in better detail here. So there's that guy, which looks pretty cool if I do say so myself. And then we have what looks like a Dragonborn, but I know it's probably not a Dragonborn. It is a kobold. Kind of looks like a dragon, little creature guy. And again, these figurines are not necessary for your, if you were going to play. Did I get another kobold? Ah! Yeah, I got another kobold. Interesting. I got 2. They're holding what appears to be different weapons, though. Yeah, this guy's holding like a different little weapon. So apparently there's 2 different kobolds, which is cool. And then the very last one is a flying creature that has a stand, which mad respect to that. That's pretty sweet. And it tells you what it is on the stand. It is a Plainter Angel, which is really cool. So I'll set all these up and I'll show you guys what they are, and then I'll open up this other box right now and you guys can see what they are there. Hold on a second. So if you guys don't know anything about D&D, that is perfectly fine. You can still play it even if you don't know anything. So this one has, these are all the good guys. It's got a cleric, a guildmaster cleric technically, but you can just count it as a cleric. So there's that guy. This is a halfling, I imagine. Yep, a halfling. You can tell just because the way that it's dressed, and it's half the size of a regular human. What are you? You are a... Does that say fighter? I'm like blind trying to look at these things here. It says fighter, so he's a big old boy. Could also probably be a bard. This guy looks cool. A wood elf druid. I'm gonna have to paint this guy because I don't like the green. I'm more of a, whenever I play an elf, I'm usually blue. I know they're like wood elves, so they're blue, but don't really care. Here's a human ranger. So she's pretty cool. She's got a bow and arrow. And then this is a sorcerer, I imagine. Oh no, wizard. So this wizard's pretty cool. And I have some that are already, they're the same ones, they're just different designs. And I think I have a bard in the other one, so now I have like a cleric instead of a bard, which that's pretty cool. So I'm going to set all these up and show you guys a closer look at them all, just because it'll be easier to see. So see you in a minute. Moving back a little bit. There we go. So you see they have like slightly different weapons on them. There's the cleric, the halfling, there's the wizard, there's my D20, here's the human ranger, the elf druid, and then I think that was the warrior fighter guy, and then here is the one enemy that I got, who is flying, and I think he looks really cool. So yeah, and then the D20. So yeah, so that is my new collection. I have more guys obviously back at the dorm, but Yeah, so I'm making some dinner now, and I'll catch you guys later. Alrighty, guys. How's it going? So I'm using the gimbal. Haven't used it in a while. I apologize for that. But I wanted to give you guys a minute to discuss what I just did. And that was, I just recorded Malcast episode 1. Now you might be thinking, didn't you already say you recorded Malcast? Or if you're somebody that recorded the original Malcast with me, I apologize. We already did record one episode of Malcast, but in all honesty, I didn't enjoy the way it turned out. There was a lot of dead air. There was a lot of times where we just kind of looked at each other in confusion. And then also, there was a lot of audio problems that was on my end of trying to match up the 12 different, not really 12, but the 3 different audio sources that we had and trying to make sure that they all sounded great. And for some reason, I'm not very good at making sure that audio is good. Crazy, right? Me not good at making a high quality content for some form of multimedia platform. I know, might sound crazy to you, but basically, if you were involved in the first Malcast, I really appreciate your time and dedication to sitting there for like an hour and 10 minutes talking with me, but I do apologize, but it's just not going to work. I might try to scrap some of the audio and post it on YouTube just to, give you guys some credit for trying to help me, but in all honesty, I didn't really know what I wanted Malcast to be until I started recording it, and I realized I don't want to talk about anything political. I don't want to talk about anything serious. I originally really did want to have a serious podcast that debated things that were, controversial and, a very tough subject things, but then I sat down and I really started thinking about it, and I realized that I am not the type of person that wants to debate very heavily hearted things. I don't want to sit here and put in political debates and things like that. I want to be a lighthearted person. I want to be videos that, videos that people will sit down, enjoy, laugh, and, it'll just overall make them feel better, happier. They'll be like laughing at the video. They'll be, in tune with the discussion that at the same time is not serious, and will, be someplace where somebody can go if they're having a bad day, and, it'll brighten their day up, and so that's why I decided that Malcast is going to be discussing nerdy things, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something that I feel like if I were to do a podcast about, I would enjoy a lot more than discussing things that I might not otherwise know everything about. That was another thing, is that if you're going to discuss serious topics, I think that you should be seriously informed. You should not go into talking about serious topics with a very minuscule amount of information and, adding research on topics that we want to discuss about on top of me studying for school and studying for, all those different things and already having to memorize a whole bunch of information. Adding more information to it didn't really seem like the best of calls. Thinking I made the right decision there. Let me know in the comments if you disagree with me. But so Malcast is going to be about nerdy things. That's basically what I've decided.